Okay, today's tarot, we're looking at basically, well, you've got to have a free spirit. This is the Five of Spades. The next one we're going to here is this tortoise who's got, he's basically taking his time and he is bringing a very strong rainbow aura to him. The next one I've got here is kind of a kooky one, but I want you to focus on this word ollie. Ollie is if you've got a skateboard and you kind of do a little jump with your skateboard. So that's what I'm really focusing on here. So we're doing a little bit of a trick work. Okay, the next one that I'm going to look at over here is this. This is a cat, or a very big cat. It's bigger than a man. But I want you to focus on down here. At the end of his legs are very sharp claws. Okay. Next one here, I've got an elf. And this elf, okay, you see in the upper right corner here, I've got Denari. It reminds me of the girl from Game of Thrones who was given dragon's eggs. So I'm going to tell you that this is 9 dragon's eggs that this elf has got, okay? Next one we're going to here, we've got Luke Skywalker and his sister Leia. And this background here reminds me of the Mikado, and I'm actually playing some Rodgers and Hammerstein music right now. So the Mikado reminds me of a lot of social restrictions, all right? The next one I've got here is a joker, which is basically a lot to do with this instrument here, oboe. It's like, oh, bow down, or oh, bow. Reminds me of Odo, who was the constable on Star Trek Deep Space Nine. He was kind of an outsider, just like these creatures are here. These are from the bar on Luke Skywalker's home planet. So, oddball people. These also look like tall grays who are they're very weak physically. But the oboe, that music, so it's almost like snake charming, okay? So we've got snake charming here too. Okay, we're going to go over here, and I'm going to talk to you that this is all about Zen. And if you come back to this turtle here, this turtle tortoise is very Zen. Wherever he goes, he's carrying his home with him. So he has no expectations. And in the end, if we're going to wrap it all up, be moment to moment with everything that you do. Don't put your faith in people. Put your faith in the benevolence and the opulence of the universe. So, as I've said many times before, don't make agreements to do things with people. If things happen, then allow them to happen, but don't tie yourself into contracts. Don't make long-term plans. Trust that the universe will bring you in and out of situations, and that will include people. But you're not dealing with people. You're dealing with you, because you yourself is the universe. So it's your me, My me is the world as I have it. And that means that the people that I see, you have to sort of see them as being creatures that have been brought there to you by the universe. How are you going to interact with them? Well, as I say, you're not contracting with these people. These people may or may not be long-term in your life. You don't know, and you got to keep it that way. So be very light on your feet. And anything else, I want you to remember that the universe has got your back. So in the end, it's the universe. When you're looking out through these eyes, you're seeing the universe. And even though it brings you animals with claws and it brings you people who may or may not have your best interests at heart, don't be too concerned about that. They're just bit players in your life. And the big picture is just be yourself. When we say that, how do you be yourself? I look in the camera quite frequently and I don't talk, so just imagine I'm doing that. In other words, find your inner space, inner spaciousness, lots of inner space. So you don't feel like you have to do anything because you're a being, not a doing. So being allows you to wait. And there's nothing wrong with waiting. People in this world are trained, you gotta be a busy, busy person. Do. Mm-mm. Be. And if be means being by yourself, that's fine. If being means being quiet, that's fine. Or if being means like, you appear to be a very busy, busy doer, that's okay too. But keep that big space, that space inside of you, the spaciousness. So there's lots of room inside of you. And then if you need to turn, you can turn on a dime. So you're dancing. You're constantly dancing. I remember the boxer Muhammad Ali. I can't remember what he said. It was something about sting like a bee, but he was always dancing. He was always dancing. So as long as you keep moving your feet, move your feet. If you feel like you're stuck, just get up and move your feet and see where your feet take you. That's all I got for you now. Stay moment to moment. And remember these guys. They're like snake charmers, right? So if there's any snakes in your life, you just smile at them and be charming with your snakes.